Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see the Spring Security by simple registration login form based authentication. Uh, Spring Security is a framework that provides authentication and authorization and protection against common attacks. So what is authentication? What is authorization? So authentication is just nothing but it confirms users are who they say they are. Authorization, which is nothing but users permissions to access the resources. So which comes authentication is done before the authorization process, whereas authorization process is done after the authentication process. Let's see how. Okay, before seeing this, what are all the things needs to be done? We have to create the database tables and the form level login form, registration form, and we have to define the models, data tables, and we have to use bicrypt password important. Let's see what we'll see what it is. And we have to edit some application.property files and some default security configuration files and some controllers of login and registration. Let's see what it is. Before we are going to do this, so we have to create the project by using to avoid the length of the video. I have already done this project in my workspace. So now I am going to show and I will explain how it is. Okay, so you have to create a project by using Spring Starter project, and you have to give the configuration, and you have to choose MySQL and JPA and security. Okay, some RESTful web services for web. Okay, these are all the available dependencies we need. Actually, you have to give finish. Okay, so it will build automatically. Now you have to look at your application. This is the entry point of your application. Okay, now we have to create the package model. Okay, so I have done model. Right click on your package, new package. Okay, so we have to create the user and role. Now I'm going to create the two tables like user and roles. User, person one, like for example, user have different access like system level, admin level, and other. So I'm going to create a third table, which is nothing but joint table of the two tables, users and roles. Okay, so here I'm going to create a role table. This generated value, which is nothing but this annotation applied for the primary key property of the field of ID. It supports only the primary key. By if it is identity, which is nothing but it is auto increment. Okay, now we have to, I have created a few fields. You have to do getter setter and constructor using fields. Okay, so this entity, which is nothing but I'm going to map this class to tables. This table, which is nothing, this annotation, which is nothing but I'm going to create a table. Similarly, I'm going to do the ID value, which is nothing but auto increment, and I'm creating the column first name, last name, email, password. Here I'm going to do many to many relationship. So usually many to many, you can see here many to many. Number of students likes number of courses, like many students like many courses. This many to many relationship this student have the primary key and this course have a primary key. They both have common foreign key. Okay, for that here I'm creating the user's role by I'm going to join the column of user table in ID column and role table have ID column. So this is nothing but user ID, role ID. Okay. So while run this application, it will create the table automatically. Let's see. I'm going to use the database test. Here I have configured application.properties test database I have configured. Okay. I don't have any tables. The name of user and role. Okay. If I'm going to run this application, okay, my application is up and running at the port of 8080. Okay, if you see this user role and the user roles, like description of users, like it have generated user ID and role ID, which is nothing but which I have given here. Here I have user and roles. Okay. Okay. After the creation of models, you have to create the repository. Okay. So you have to create the package. On right click on your package. You have to create the package and you have to create the user repository. This this annotation indicates that the decorated classes is a repository. It is a mechanism for encapsulating storage, retrieval, and search behavior. It emulates the collections of objects. So this JPA, it is a JPA specific repository. It is defined as a Spring Data JPA. It extends both CRUD repository and paging and sorting repository. Okay, here I am using this method find by email. Then you have to create a service and as well as controller. So service, so for that you have to create a package of service, user service. This service, it also called, it used class level. It contains a business logic. Like older implementation SSH or password encoder would require the client to pass a salt value when encoding the password. Here you can see this password encoder. So I used Bcrypt password encoder. You can see this security configuration. Bcrypt password encoder. This Bcrypt password encoder, it will generate the random salt instead. So which is nothing but if I'm going to save this plain text, it means like it will generate a random salt, like 22 characters or salt. To make this random salt generation work, Bcrypt will store salt inside hash value itself. It's randomly. Okay. So to use this security configuration, we have to use 3 steps. First, we are injecting our implementation user detail service. Here, I'm injecting my user detail service, and we are defining authentication provider that reference our detail service. Here, authentication manager builder, and we have to enable the password encoder. Here, I'm going to enable this password encoder. It is defined earlier of user service. So this user registration DTO, which is nothing but this this class, which is nothing but if I'm going to save, this DTO will get all the details, and it will set the values in service simple. So I'm going to save this value. Here the passcode encoder, I'm going to save this method I have defined in DTO. Okay, I'm going to encode this password here. This user details, for we have to use a grant authority. This grant authority represents authority granted to be an authentication object. Like the most common implementation in security configuration, we have to use web security configure adapt provider, so which retrieves the user details like simple way, read-only way. The user detail service have only the access for the username. In order to retrieve full user entity, it enough for most of the scenarios. Like here I'm getting the value if it is authenticated, and form login, and it should load the login and permit all the values. The session value is to be true, and if it is not, you have to log out. The user is not matched, should log out. So both the username and password from the authentication request will be the necessary. Like if we want to use more advanced scenarios, we have to define a custom authentication provider. So this DAO authentication provider, it is an inbuilt class. This authentication provides the implementation of the user details. Okay. So for that, we must use the configure method. We must access the configure method, and we have to access the auth value. Okay. So in main controller, I have segregated login page and index page, that is home page. A few points you have to use database URL and a data source username, password, and dialect and a class name. For this, it will create automatically. DDL will create the table, create update, drop, and everything. For logging, I am enabling debug and trace. Okay, let's going to run this application. We'll see what will happen. I think it will already it's up and running. Okay, now I'm going to localhost colon 8080 registration. Yes. So this registration module and login module, it's a Spring module. I'm accessing the Spring module. It is not a custom login page actually. Here I have used style sheet of Bootstrap. This CDN link is available in Bootstrap CDN link. You can get it from Google. And navigation bar I have used here this navigation bar I have used Navbar website, and this is the simple Theme self form login. It is available in the Themeleaf Spring configuration. Okay. I'm going to create Dinesh, Karthik, Dinesh at gmail.com. Password I'm giving. Okay. If I'm going to log, if we see the table of users, sorry, user, not users. Okay, the password is encrypted by using Bicrypt encoder. This have a combination of hash values and some random salt value. Okay, having some error on error registration success. Let's see what will happen. Okay, I think okay, it's a browser issue. I'm going to log in again. Okay, you can see this is the home page. I am redirecting the index.html. This index.html contains okay. I'm retrieve the username. Username is nothing but an email ID. Okay.